Hi, I am Khakan Rafiq, founder and CEO of Brandifah Agency. Thank you for taking a few minutes to watch this. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're putting time and money into your business, posting on social media, maybe even running ads, but you're still not getting any consistent clients or sales you were hoping for? If that's you, you are definitely not alone. And that's exactly why I created this presentation. My goal is not to help you chase likes or followers. My goal is to help you turn your social media into something that actually brings in revenue. So, before we go any further, I want to make sure this is actually for you. If you are an agency owner, a freelancer, a coach, a service provider, or running an e commerce business, or honestly anyone who wants more qualified clients, then everything I am about to show you will make sense. If that's not you, this probably isn't the right fit. Now, I don't expect you to believe anything just because I'm saying it. Anyone can make promises. I had rather let the results speak for themselves. So, before I explain how everything works, let me quickly show you a few examples. So, here is the first case study you can see here. This is a clothing brand and they wanted more consistent sales. We improved their messaging, refined their targeting, optimized their ads, and they eventually reached around $30,000 in monthly revenue with a 4 times return on ad spend. That's the kind of results we are aiming for. So here is another case study. This is a real estate business. So this real estate business was not struggling because they had a bad service. They simply were not generating enough qualified leads. After improving their campaign strategy and follow-up system, they generated 50 qualified leads in just 1 month. Here is another one. Different industry, same approach. This e-commerce brand doubled their sales while reducing unnecessary advertising costs. That's important because growing is not only about making more money, it's also about spending smarter. This fitness app wanted users. We focused on content, advertising, and improving the customer journey. The results? More than 10,000 new users in only 3 months. And finally, even local businesses can benefit from the exact same principle. This restaurant increased customer visits by around 60% through better local marketing and social media campaigns. And see, all these are different businesses, different industries, but the same proven framework behind all of them. So, hopefully, you are starting to notice something. None of these businesses succeeded because of luck. They succeeded because they had a clear strategy. And that's exactly what I want to show you next. The framework. So after seeing a few client results, you might be wondering what's actually different about your approach. The answer is simple. I don't focus on vanity metrics. I don't care if a post gets 10,000 views if it doesn't generate any business. Every strategy I build has one goal: turning attention into revenue. Since 2021, I have been helping businesses use social media as a business tool, not just a place to post content. Because at the end of the day, followers don't pay your bills, customers do. Here is something I want you to remember: there is not one secret ad, one viral reel, or one magic piece of content that suddenly changes everything. Growth happens when every part of your marketing works together: your offer, your content, your branding, your ads, and your follow ups. That's what creates predictable growth. And that's exactly how I approach every client project, not with random tactics, but with a complete growth system. Let me ask you another question. Which one of these sounds familiar? You are getting traffic but not enough leads. Maybe you are getting inquiries, but they are not serious buyers. Maybe you are spending money on advertising, but you are not seeing a positive return. Or maybe you are doing everything yourself and nothing feels consistent. If you nodded at even one of those, You are exactly the kind of business I work with. Here is what I have learned after working with different businesses. The problem usually is not the platform, it is not Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. The real problem is the strategy behind the content. When your messaging is clear, your offer is attractive, and your content guides people toward taking actions. That's when social media starts become a real sales channel instead of just another expense. And that's exactly what we are going to build. So, enough about the problems. Let me show you exactly how I solve them. This is the same framework I use with clients. It's simple, it's repeatable, and every step has one purpose: helping your business grow consistently. Everything starts with your offer, because if your offer is not compelling, no amount of marketing will fix it. So first, we make sure people actually want what you are selling. Next, I audit your business. I look at what's already working, what's wasting your budget, and where the biggest opportunities are. Then I study your competitors, not to copy them, but to understand what they are doing well, where they are weak, and how we can position your brand differently. After that, we create content, but not content just to stay active. Every post, every video, every advertisement has a purpose: to attract, build trust, and convert viewers into customers. Once the foundation is ready, we scale. That's where paid advertising comes in. Instead of guessing, we target the people most likely to buy from you. But getting a customer is only the beginning. We also focus on keeping them, because repeat customers, referrals, and long-term relationships are what creates stable businesses. Finally, we measure everything, every campaign, every advertisement, every piece of content. If something works, we do more of it. If something doesn't, we improve it. That's how businesses continue growing month after month instead of relying on luck. Now here is something I genuinely enjoy doing. Even if we never work together, I still want you to leave with something valuable. That's why I have included some of my own templates and marketing resources completely free. These are the same kinds of tools that help speed up planning, improve messaging, and make creating campaigns much easier. Whether you decide to work with me or do it yourself, I hope they help you move your business forward. And we are not done yet, because there is one more thing I would like to show you. Before we wrap up, I want to give you a little more confidence about who you are potentially working with. Over the past several years, I have had the opportunity to work with businesses across multiple industries, from startups to established brands, helping them improve their marketing, attract better customers, and generate measurable business growth. Every business is different, but the goal is always the same: build a marketing system that creates predictable results instead of relying on luck. If you have made it this far, thank you. It tells me you are serious about growing your business, and honestly, that's exactly the type of person I enjoy working with. People who are not looking for shortcuts but are ready to build something sustainable. These are just a few more examples from different industries: technology, SaaS, local businesses, subscription brands, e-commerce. Every business had different challenges, but the process stayed remarkably similar. First, understand the business, then create the right strategy. Execute consistently, measure everything, improve continuously. That's really the difference. Marketing is not about guessing, it's about making informed decisions based on data and experience. And honestly, seeing clients succeed is the most rewarding part of what I do. I also wanted to make sure you leave with something valuable, whether we work together or not. That's why I have put together a free ebook filled with practical strategies, lessons, and frameworks that I have learned through real client work. These are not theories from a textbook. They are practical ideas that you can start applying to your own business. So make sure you download it. I genuinely think you will find it useful. So why work with Brandifah? I think it comes down to one simple idea. I don't see myself as someone you hire to make a few social media posts. I see myself as a long term growth partner. That means understanding your business, your customers, your goals, and building a strategy that's designed specifically for you. No recycled templates, no copy and paste marketing, just a clear plan, consistent execution, and ongoing optimization. Because when your business grows, that's a win for both of us. If everything you have seen today makes sense, I'd love to learn more about your business. Whether you are already growing or you are just trying to figure out the next step, let's have a conversation. No pressure, no complicated sales process, just an honest discussion about your goals, your challenges, and whether I can genuinely help. You will find all my contact details here. Feel free to reach out whenever you are ready. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this presentation. I know your time is valuable, and I am grateful you chose to spend a few minutes with me. If there is one thing I'd like you to remember, it's this. Great marketing is not about chasing trends. It's about building a system that consistently brings the right people to your business. And that's exactly what I help businesses do. So if you are ready to stop guessing, stop relying on inconsistent results, and start building a marketing strategy that supports real business growth, I had love to help. Thank you again, and I hope to speak with you soon.